Okay, so I have not done a training in a while. I've been doing a lot of lives and I thought, man, I miss the trainings that we used to do. And I was also thinking about the fact that I muted. Oh, no, I'm not. Can you guys hear me okay? Will someone say, yes, I can hear you? Maybe shoot me a little chat that says.
Yes, we can hear you.
Perfect. Okay, I'm glad you can hear. Awesome. So I was just thinking about the fact that I'm going to be gone a lot this summer. And obviously, you know, this is our full-time income. And so we want to make sure that our business stays thriving. But the cool thing about it is we can still travel. So I'm going to show you guys. This is my little office skylight. It's 8 o'clock at night here. This is my little office. And all the doors look like this in this cottage. It's a cottage from the 1840s. But it's awesome. But one thing I absolutely love about this business is my ability to do it anywhere from anywhere in the world. And we do. Like, we literally travel a lot. I haven't been traveling as much recently. So this was my first trip I had done in a little bit. Okay, that like maybe a month, and I know I just had to cancel 2 trips. So anyway, I just thought, what is it that I do to keep my business thriving while I'm traveling a lot? And then I started thinking about summer, because in the summer we're busier, we're traveling, we've got family reunions, we have stuff going on, we've got our kids home. But I know that it's still totally easy to rock your business. And I don't want to say easy because, you know, I wouldn't call this an easy business. It's a very worth it business. It's like having kids. Not easy having kids either, but it's so worth it. So I'm going to go ahead and start this from the beginning. I always forget how to do this. You guys know me. Slideshow. Let's play from start. So just wanted to talk about rocking your business in the summer and having an amazing summer with your doTERRA business. So, you know, there is this little known fact in doTERRA that maybe summer can be a little bit more challenging when it comes to maybe your volume isn't as high, and sometimes it gets frustrating. And I thought, you know what, I have hit 2 of my biggest ranks in the summer. So I hit silver in the summer of 2011, and then I hit diamond in June of 2012, and then I hit again in July of 2012, and I had my twins in June, that very June. So it just goes to show you that if you have a goal set in mind that you want to rock your business during the summer, you totally can. So I think the first thing that you need to make sure that you have is, what's your plan? Where do you want to be at by the end of the summer? So at the end of August, what rank do you want to be hitting? What do you want your volume to be? How many enrollments do you want over the summer? How many classes did you want to hold? Like, what did you want to have happen this summer? So just think right now, here's what I want to happen. Because that one summer that I hit silver, I think I hit silver in July of 2011, and then I hit diamond in June of 2012. And I had literally written out, I'm going to hit this rank this month, this rank this month, this rank this month. And a lot of, like I said, a lot of those ranks happened in the summer months. And I just mapped backwards, like, okay, so if I want to be a silver in July, then I need to be hitting Premier super solid in May and June. And if I want to be hitting Premier super solid, I need to be getting this person to this particular volume, this leg to this particular volume, and I probably need to be bringing in an extra 1,000 PV each month just through all of the classes that I do. And I'm just kind of throwing some numbers out there. So really plan what you want to be, where you want to be by the end of August. What do you want to see in your doTERRA business this summer? How much time do you want to dedicate to doTERRA this summer? And I think it's super important to remember, and I'm going to bring this up more than one time during this meeting that we do tonight, or this afternoon, my night, your afternoon, is that if you slow down in the summer, it's really hard to get back going again. Getting momentum, and I have people say, I'm going to take this summer off. And I always cringe because I'm like, don't take it off, because, you know, you're telling your friends and family, I only do this when it's convenient, and people aren't going to take this as serious from you if you're kind of doing this as an on again, off again thing. You know, you don't always have to be doing, you know, 3 classes a week, but just you're always doing your business, but maybe you're doing one-on-ones that during the month of June because you're traveling a lot. Maybe you're going to be doing more online things, you know, just figure out how to make your business work for you in this summer. So I would really figure out what you want your goals to be for the summer, and then share it with your family. I think it's really good to have your family on board. Just say, you know, this is what I'm going to be doing this summer. And then I love celebrating. I love having an opportunity to say, so when this particular goal happens, we're going to do this as a family. Like, if we hit this goal, we're going to go to Lagoon or Worlds of Fun or something. Just think of something as a family that you can do to celebrate you achieving your goal, which is awesome. So I think it's super important to come up with time management, because the summer can get away from you. You know, I have 4 little kids, and 3 of them, I always have the one at home, and now I have 3 more at home, and I have wild kids. I have my twins. My 8-year-old's easy, I'll admit that. But my 5-year-old twins are like, woo! They just have a lot of energy, and it's really hard to work when they are home if it's just me and them. So it's important to figure out just a master household calendar. You know, a good time for me to work would be, you know, if they go to summer school, or when they're in swimming lessons, or when they're out of the home. Or summer is also a really good time if you're not at a point in your business yet where you can afford to really hire a nanny. There's all sorts of babysitters that are also not going to school right now because it's summer. And it's a really great time to find a mother's helper, just someone who can maybe come in a couple hours a week, a few hours a week while you run your business. But get a master household calendar. So everything is on there, all your major events, all your family vacations, all of your pool parties, your barbecues, your baseball games, whatever it is. But make sure that you also include time to do your doTERRA business. You know, as somebody who has created, who's almost earning 7 figures a year doing this business, I'm so grateful that I scheduled in time for doTERRA. Because, you know, I look at where I'm at now, and my goodness, my husband and I are in Europe for a month. We brought one of our friend's daughters to help us, and we're touring Europe. It's super, super fun. And he has a job. He owns his own company, but because of all the legwork we put in the beginning when it wasn't easy, and I remember thinking, I am making nothing for the time and effort I'm putting into my doTERRA business right now. Why do I keep doing this? And I kept thinking that in my head. Why do I keep doing this? I'm not making any money. But for some reason, I stuck in there with it. And now I'm so grateful, because I'll be honest, I think I've maybe worked 5 hours this week so far. And here we are able to afford a vacation to Europe, and we don't have to take time off work, and it's great. So put in that doTERRA time, because it is so worth it. And, you know, it may just be that, and maybe your goal is to have it supplement your income so that you don't have to work as much, or that you can quit your job and your husband just works, or whatever it is. But just remember, it's such a worthwhile thing to put your time into. I think it's huge every Sunday to go in and evaluate your schedule for that week, kind of figure out what you've got going on that week. Because sometimes you may have put, you know, all your major events on the calendar and things may have shifted. So evaluate your week each Sunday night, and it's good to be upfront with, okay, I've got this night, I'm going to do this class this night, I have a one-on-one this morning, but just, you know, make sure you have those things planned and your family is aware. And I love the quote, fail to plan, plan to fail. Now, a few years ago at convention, they talked about the different shapes and how we all fit into a shape, and how there are personality traits that go on with shapes. There's circle, square, triangle, and squiggle. And squiggle meets its name. That's someone who doesn't want to be tied to a schedule. It's someone who wants to just, you know, go with the flow. And I have a lot of squiggle tendencies, but I know that my business doesn't do as well when I just think, oh, we'll just take it as it goes. Like, no, I need to make sure that I'm planning, because I'll be a lot more successful in my business. And one thing I want to point out is that doTERRA totally works while you're on the road. So I incorporate doTERRA into my vacations all the time. So I even have a girl on my team here in the UK that I was not able to get a class set up with her, but I tried. And a lot of the times when I'm traveling, what I'll do is I think, okay, where am I going to? I'm going to Kentucky. You know what? I am going to do a class in Kentucky. I'm visiting my friend, my family, my mom, my sister, whoever it is, get them to host a class. And it's a really great time just to offer really cool host incentives, you know, because they may not be as into the oils as you are or know what they are, and just say, hey, if you want to host a class and get 5 people there, here's what I'm going to give you. Do like a really cool hostess gift, but incorporate doTERRA into your summer travels. So if you know you're going to be traveling different places, try to get classes in those places. Plus, then it's a tax write-off, so which is really, really cool. So if you do business while you're traveling, you know, plan ahead for when you know you're going to be gone. So for me, I'm literally gone from the middle of May to the June 21st. I get back. And then I go back out of town on June 25th, and I'll be gone until July 12th. So I'm literally gone half the summer, but I still want to do an event for my team. So I plan an event in May when I knew I would be there, and then I'm going to do an event. It will be on the weekend. I might do a Saturday morning event before I go out of town again. So I just plan ahead. You know, I really want to do a get together with my team. I want to do a summer barbecue. I want to show people how you can marinate your chicken. Marinate your chicken with some oils and some other really cool ingredients. You can make this, you can make a fruit salad for this, in a summer fruit salad, and do like a honey drizzle on it with lime in it, but just show people how to make a really cool barbecue using the oils. It's a great thing to invite your neighbors to. You can invite a lot of different people and people on your team already. So I want to do this event. I know I'm going to be gone most of the summer, so I'm going to go ahead and plan that event ahead of time for during the time when I'm back for those 4 days. Also, while you're traveling, it's a really great time to meet people. I have enrolled people on the airplane probably between between 5 and 10 enrollments just from people that I've met on the airplane. And anymore, I'm traveling with my kids and I'm sitting by just my kids, but I have enrolled a person sitting in the seat next to me multiple times. I have met people on vacation. I've enrolled them. I have found builders while I'm on vacation. And it's just as simple as using my oils in front of those people. If you're going to go outside and go for a walk, you spray some TerraShield on. Hey, what's that? It's TerraShield. It's an all natural bug repellent, So anyway. So meeting people on vacation, it really is a great time to meet new people. Also, a lot of times you're going to family reunions or events where you're going to be around a lot of people. Bring your samples for sure, because it's a great time to share samples with people. So I'm going to tell you guys, I am going to be doing a sample challenge for the month of June. I'm going to be creating and setting up the group tomorrow, and I will do a live tomorrow from that group. So if you want to be included in that group, please send me a private message and I'll have my assistant put you into that group. And we're going to be doing a sample challenge. So basically giving out prizes for those of you handing out samples, like good samples, not just going to the store and randomly handing free samples out. It's going to be qualified, people who've pre-qualified. But summer is a great time because you're around a lot of people just to hand out more samples. And remember, if you stop with the intent to start again this fall, it's like at least 3 times as hard to start back up again. I've seen many people try, and it's always so sad because I'll have people who have great momentum, and I'm like, you don't have to keep the momentum you've had, but keep your ball rolling so that you're not stopping it again, and starting it again. So keep your business going this summer for sure. And remember that one-on-ones can happen on the phone, the computer, in person, so schedule them as you go. As you're on your trip, you can do an impromptu one-on-one. You can schedule a phone call if you're going to be gone. Just make sure, work doTERRA around your schedule. So I also want to talk, a lot of times we feel like, oh man, we're getting stalled out. Who do we talk to? who else do I need to contact with my business? Who's felt like that? Because I totally know I have. But yet, if I look on Facebook, or I look down my neighborhood, or I look at my roster from church, or if I look at like the class list, I am like, they're not enrolled, they're not enrolled, they're not enrolled. Never talk to them about oils, never talk to them about oils, never talk to them about oils. And I'm like, even still with over 60,000 people on my team, most of my friends and most of my family is not enrolled into doTERRA. So there's always work that can be done. And I always think it's great to create a names list at the beginning of each new season. So as summer comes along, think about, who do I want to share oils with? Like, who would love these oils? Who are the people on my chicken list, the ones I've been too chicken to talk to? And just jot down that list of people that you want to talk to and just focus on getting them a sample this summer. It can be that simple. Just saying, hey, I totally have been thinking about you. I know your daughter got a sunburn the other day. I wanted to give you a little sample of lavender. Just create that contact with somebody, you don't even necessarily have to go and say, hey, I'm doing a class. Do you want to come? But think of a way to give them a sample. I love handing out samples in the summer because it's such a great time. And it's a great time to hand out samples. So maybe make up a 25 samples of your favorite oils that you use in the summer. Maybe it's TerraShield. TerraShield's a really inexpensive oil to sample out, and it works great. And there's not like, oh, wait for 3 weeks to see results. Like, you put it on and then you don't get bit. It's awesome, right? Lavender's really good. Peppermint's really good. Just come up with some of your favorite things. You can even make up an after sun spray with some peppermint and lavender in it that you're going to hand out to some of your friends. But make that list. Think of people that you see at the pool, someone that you might see at the park, people that that you're going to see at your son's t-ball game, people that you might see at camp, and just bring those things with you and just be sharing them. And share it from your heart as a friend. And it's interesting to see what happens, because people will come around and say, I will never forget. I did a booth almost 2 years ago at an elementary school, and this lady that I went to church with literally just walked right by me, didn't make eye contact. And I thought, she doesn't like me. She doesn't like the doTERRA. She thinks I'm dumb. You guys, she's on my team now, okay? Like, she doesn't sell the oils, but she was on LRP. Even though at that particular moment she wasn't ready to talk about it, she was a year later. And because she knew I did oils and because I'd given her a sample of something, she was like, hey, I really want to talk to you about my daughter. She needs some help with sleeping better. So it's just always think about, just because someone might snub what you might interpret as snubbing you doesn't mean that they're still not going to be interested. So make up some stuff that you can share and start sharing with that names list, and then maybe invite them to a summer barbecue or set up a one-on-one. I find that one-on-ones work actually really, really well, especially in the summer. Some fun creative ideas of things that you can do during the summer is plan some educational classes for your current team. That's something I like to do once a month. So some of the fun things that I have done is in February, I do chocolates and Valentines. I don't remember what I did in March. I think maybe, I did chocolates and perfumes in February. I did green cleaning in April, and in May I did a spa night. I had 18 people at my green cleaning event. I just bought a huge bag of baking soda, some Castile soap, some vinegar, some salt, and we made a bunch of different cleaners. It was so great. And I invited people that were on my team, people who weren't, but we pick a theme that goes for the month. So the summer you can do super fun stuff, oils and camping, or how to camp without the dirt. That can be a fun plan where it's for toxin free. But just plan some fun topical classes for the summer. Oils for the pool, I love Melaleuca for my hair, for my ears, for putting in the bath, to be honest with you, just to make sure that we keep any germs away. But just think of some fun summer classes that you can do. And these are, I'm not going to go through all of them. These are just some things that I had typed up. I love the idea of a summer team picnic. I'm going to do a barbecue, and maybe I'll do a picnic instead. We'll see. But the one that I want to talk about that's on the bottom is the roller bottle make and takes. This is a super awesome way to do a class because a lot of people, I know when you invite them to a class, feel like, oh my gosh, I have to buy something. And the beginning price point for the oils can be intimidating for some people. It was for me. Even getting started, I really wanted to buy oils, but I knew they were $150, right? And I was like, wow, that's a lot of money. Well, the roller bottle make and takes are awesome because everybody can come and make a 5 ml roller bottle of an oil, and then you charge $5 a bottle. And there is a class. So if you have not joined this group or been invited, it's Lisa Zimmer. It's like Essential Oil Business Tips or something. She's another leader in doTERRA, but she's got a really good thing on roller bottle make and takes. So I would definitely, if you want me to invite you to that group, let me know. Again, send me a DM or personal message on Facebook or whatever, and I will help get you invited to that group. But she has a handout that she goes through as she does these roller bottle make and takes, and you can apply it for a summer roller bottle make and take. Peppermint, you could do lavender, you could even do some TerraShield, you could do some after the bite spray or roller bottle, whatever, but do some fun roller bottle make and takes. And it's a fun way. I noticed when I honestly even charge a little bit for a class, I think people are more likely to come, which sounds weird, because they're like, oh, I know that I can go and buy something for $5 and not feel guilty if I don't buy anything else, right? So defenses are down. But then once they get there, they're like, wait, talk to me about that kit. I want to know more about that kit. So you think, oh, they're going to come and buy a roller bottle, but they're not going to buy anything else. That's not true. So plan some summer roller bottle make and takes. They're super awesome. And I've had good luck with them, but I've had a lot of people on my team have good luck with them. The other really cool thing about them, you guys, is that, I have some people that will have 10 people come to their make and take. And if each person buys 2, the host makes $100. That can be a good way to make some upfront cash as you're getting started. And then they sign up because they're like, oh, I need a kit because I want to be able to make this roller bottle again when I run out. They want to order, right? So then you're getting fast start money. So it can be such a great way, especially this summer. It's super easy. You can do them quick. But just some fun creative ideas for the summer. So just making sure that you're still following along with the sharing, inviting, teaching, enrolling, following up. Because putting time into the business in summer is awesome because your team can grow and it can be fun. It can be summer style, like I brought oils to the pool last year and shared with some of my friends, And I've had some, I think both the people that I can remember off the top of my head sharing with, one of them is enrolled and one of them has purchased some oils retail. But those are some contacts that I just made at the pool last summer when I had 4 kids in tow and I was probably yelling and swearing at my kids. So make sure that you keep up your business plans for the summer, keep it going, and just make your business fun during the summer. Summer truly can be great for your business. I've had really great things happen for my business in the summer. And again, such a great time to make new contacts. So you guys, thanks so much for being on with me this afternoon. Because it's fun to be able to do these from anywhere. And I want to start doing at least one a month. So if you have ideas, topics that you want to hear more about, please let me know. But thank you so much for being on this evening, and have a wonderful, or this afternoon, have a wonderful